kick-off. Both sets of players, officials and staff make their stance on their own respective front about racism and discrimination. In a week where snow fell here in the second city across England and the UK, the adverse conditions have stayed away for today. Cameron Humphreys with the challenge. As Chang now goes out to Heat Chong. First time we're going to see him take on Hjelder, and he's beating him for pace. Gets the ball in at the near post, and Johansson's there to get a hold of it. Jukovic went for it, may have just caught the goalkeeper there, but that's bright, positive play by Heat Chong. Very well. Here's Chong. Looking up, going to the other side. Jukovic will get it under control, won't let it go over him and to Kadri. We'll play it to Kadri anyway. The German goes for it and finds the back of the net. The early birds have struck again. Rida Kadra, his first start for Blues at this level since Swansea away. Back in the side and back amongst the goals. Lightning start by Blues here at St Andrews, and Rida Kadra is the goal scorer just 5 minutes in.
That's what Kadra can bring you. I mentioned it at the start when you said to me about the lineup. Players like Kadra have that quality. I mean, the layoff by Juki is perfect because he's allowed him to get 1v1. Soon as he cuts inside on his right foot, he's connected so sweetly, and he's whipped it into the far end of the net. Brilliant strike. Brilliant strike. He knew what he wanted to do with the ball as soon as he picked it up. You could see, as soon as he got his head down, he wanted to get at the Rotherham defender and get his shot away. Terrific strike.
Well, anyone who's out there trying to coach the new generation, well, if Blues are to score from this, Matt Taylor, the Rotherham manager, is going to go absolutely wild. Low in by Chong. Chang flicking it on. It's to Kevin Long, and there is the second goal. Well, they might have been a bit fortunate to get the corner in the first place, but Kevin Long now knows the feeling of scoring at St Andrews. He's got the second goal, and Blues have got breathing space against Rotherham. Blues 2, Rotherham 0 as Kevin Long is the goal scorer.
Brilliant by Blues. You know, maybe it's one of them that probably shouldn't have had the corner in the first place, but over the course of a season, I'm sure there would have been plenty of decisions that have gone against us. So that's one that we probably owed. But falls to Kevin Long. You know, as a centre back there, he's showed great composure in that area of the pitch. He's under pressure. He's got bodies around him. Just swings that left foot and keeps it on target. You know, not an easy technique, by the way. The amount of times you see players put the ball over the bar there with a bounce. Here we go again. Look, Kadra picking it up, dangerous area.
Kadra going for it. Johansson's able to save it this time. It was straight at the keeper.
The latter end of his career, he can still more than hold his own in the Championship.
Kadra now with pace, and it's headed behind and has gone for a Blues corner. George Hall was going for it.
Blues weather this storm in the early stages.
Ferguson in there, met by Fosu. Strike goes in, and it's a good block in there. And Fosu hit the effort. Here's now Kadra. It's a brilliant blistering run through to George Hall. He's away from Humphreys, and he's denied by Johansson, who keeps him out. Brilliant acceleration by Kadra, slipped it through to George Hall. Humphreys, and they do get the ball off, and they've got to try and make it work. Collan clears it against Lindsay, he puts it in. Met by Dean, strike comes in, Ruddy with the save.
Managed to find any sort of possession in this second half. It's been all Rotherham, but you find that in the Championship. There'll be moments where teams will have their spells.
Penalty area. Certainly had his hands full in keeping an eye on things in the last few minutes. Goes right the way in, looking for Harding. Chong and Fosu battling. Fosu away from Chong. Trying to go through the gap between him and Jukovic. Through to Washington, he'll have a go. Thrown himself to block was Harley Dean, and what a big block that is, but it's at the expense of another Rotherham corner.
That's brilliant defending by Harley Dean. Throwing his body on the line, look, desperate to get a block in to protect.
Well, they've been really relatively quite comfortable. Tannenbaum now goes through to Hogan. Is this the moment for the third? Johansson came out and sees it come off him. It nearly looked as though Scott Hogan was going to get there, and maybe to Hannibal Mejbri. shout the Blues fans, but he goes right to Collan, ball in towards Jukovic. This is where he likes it. Johansson makes the save. It's come to Hogan, and he's been denied. It is a corner kick. In their last 3 games, the Blues who've stopped that. As Blues have recorded their first win in the league in a month, and that's more like it. 2 first half goals from Rida Kadra and Kevin Long seal the deal for Blues. Full time, Blues 2, Rotherham United 0.